Lister's already starting to pump up his boat, as is Laura. Allie's starting to pump up.
Endurance, baby.
Laren and Jake having a little conversation. What do you think this is, a holiday on Catalina? Let's do this, come on.
That's just a little taste of the new season of Tough as Nails. It premiered earlier this month.
Now, the premise of the show is everyday people with blue-collar jobs testing their life skills. From welders to firefighters, these guys and gals are tough as nails.
So joining us live in the PTL studio, the host of the show, Phil Keoghan. He's been challenging go-getters on The Amazing Race for years. This is season 4 of Tough as Nails.
And we've already shot 5.
And you're already done with 5.
We've already shot 5, but 4 is on the air right now.
It's so neat. What is it like doing both of these? Because you get to see people, like the grit and the determination to win and to show their skills.
Well, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of shows on right now about celebrity, and we are fascinated with celebrity. But I come from working class people, and my grandfathers were, you know, both fought in World War II. One was a carpenter, one was a mechanic. And it always irked me that somehow sometimes people who do jobs like that were looked down on.
Right.
And so Tough as Nails is about acknowledging real people in real life who are real tough. And Pittsburgh really epitomizes that.
Absolutely.
I was just talking to one of your producers about the fact that in the tunnels, there are people in the tunnels here in Pittsburgh who have to keep things running. And a lot of times we just drive through a tunnel. We don't really
take it for granted.
Take it for granted. We go to the grocery store, the groceries are there, we have milk. Well, there are men and women in storms who go out and make sure that the power stays on when we're all huddled inside trying to stay warm. There are people out there keeping the power on. They're making sure that our toilets flush, that if we get a blocked toilet, somebody's got to fix it, right? And so this show, Tough as Nails, really is paying tribute and putting a spotlight on real people in America who keep the country running.
I love that.
Well said.
Absolutely.
Well said.
Yeah. We vote for Phil for whatever you're running for.
I'm running to acknowledge. I want to say thank you to all the men and women in Pittsburgh, across the country, but specifically Pittsburgh, because when you think of cities where there are really hard-working people, I had to pick a couple of cities to go and promote Tough as Nails in, and I said, we got to go to Chicago, we got to go to Pittsburgh. So that's part of why we're here, because I know it to be a city where, I mean, it's, you know, it's steel town, and there are tough people here.
Well, we have hard workers here, and they are proud. We have proud people here, proud of where they've come from, what they've done to build themselves up.
And so they should be proud, you know, and there's a real stigma attached to people who are really smart and really good with their life skills. And a lot of times, you know, people are like, oh, if you didn't go to college and you didn't get your life skills or your knowledge from a building, and you don't have a piece of paper to say you got a degree, that somehow you're less than. My grandfather, who never got a chance even at a high school education, was one of the smartest people that I knew. He was very well read and super smart about like fixing things. He had 3 sheds in the backyard. He could fix anything. And this really is a celebration of that. So.
We love that, yeah. So talk to us about the actual show and the challenges.
Yes.
Because there are surprises during this show. I mean, it keeps you on the edge of your seat because you're not sure how they're going to do.
Right. So one of the big differences with Tough as Nails is we have an individual competition and we have a team competition. On a lot of shows, if you lose out in the individual competition to be the champion of whatever that show is, then you get eliminated or you get kicked off the island or you get voted out of the house and you're gone. You're done.
Right.
On Tough as Nails, we have 2 mutually exclusive competitions. We have an individual competition. We're looking for a Tough as Nails champion. But if you punch out of that competition, you stay on the show because we've divided our 12 contestants into 2 teams of 6. And so there's 2 teams that are battling against each other for the entire season in a team competition. And so that's really what separates our show from other shows.
It's so much, and even just watching some of this, I'm glad that that's not what we're doing today.
I know. We have a much easier challenge that you're going to oversee for us.
Yes.
We look forward to this.
Yes.
All right. It's still going to be difficult for us.
I got
his eyebrow arched like that.
I know.
The anticipation of what's to come.
He knows about our soft hands, so.
I don't know.
I heard you guys were going to be in a show called Soft as Pillows.
Yeah, that's what it is. Soft as Charmin, whatever.
All right, Phil, stick around because we're in for it. We do want to mention episode 5 of Tough as Nails airs this Wednesday on CBS and right here on KDK. Also on Paramount Plus, live at 10 p.m. The theme is Crush It, and we can't wait to see what that is all about.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're not done yet. Phil is going to join us as we move over to this next area of the studio where they have all this set up. We're going to see whether we can crush it when it comes to tough as nails. We have a challenge of our own.
Let's head it over, and we're going to head over to the area, put on our hard hat. I think I have to take off my heels for this.
Do you?
Oh, no, everybody wears high heels on a construction site.
Okay.
Yeah.